All right, peace, love, health, and wealth to everybody. This is going to be the collective love reading for committed people. Um, my name is KP. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Thank you for supporting the channel and whatnot. Um, so I'm gonna go ahead and dive right on in. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and dive right on in. So the name of this reading is a sacred shift is happening right now. Okay, so um the first thing I would like for us to look at is going to be the love oracle cards that you see here on the screen. So the first one here is releasing. It says letting go, moving on, and walking away. Clarity, right? Truth, intentions, honesty. And then we have return, which says sacred chance, opportunity, and making amends. Okay, so let's see if we can run a little, get a little something. You know what I'm saying? Get a little message from these cards. Okay, so this week for the committed people, right? It begins with releasing, right? We're being asked to let go, not of each other, but um, of everything in our connection that no longer serves us. The fear of being misunderstood, the weight of past mistakes, the version of our relationship that was rooted in survival, not intention. Releasing is not the end, it's the beginning of something deeper, something cleaner, something whole. Then comes clarity. This card speaks volumes. There are things that we've left unsaid, questions in the air, emotions under the surface, and maybe assumptions we made about each other that aren't even true. Spirit is inviting us to have an honest conversation, not just with each other, but within ourselves as well. We what do we really want right now? What do we really need right now? This week clarity becomes the bridge that reconnects our hearts. Finally we return, right? Finally we return. All right. This is about going this isn't about going backwards. I'm sorry. It's about coming back to the core of who we are, right? And why we chose this love in the first place. Some of us, um, a part of our relationship is being given a second chance to reconnect, to commit, to repair what matters. For others, this is about reawakening compassion, joy, and peace. We're returning, but with a fresh pair of eyes and fuller hearts. What up, just what up, what up? All right, so here we go with the tarot aspect, and then we're going to tie everything together. So the first card we got here is going to be the Ten of Pentacles. This is a powerful sign that um, our love is built for longevity. I'm sorry, but longevity must be earned through shared vision. All right. Um, this card is about roots, legacy, and emotional plus material security, right? Not either or, it's fulfillment in both. All right. In numerology, 10 is both a completion and a beginning. Spirit is asking, are we still building in the same direction, or have we forgotten why we started in the first place? The next card that we have is going to be the Queen of Wands. All right. So this card reminds us that being warm, compassionate, and courageous uh, in any space is always important. The queen is ruled by fire, the element of transformation and boldness. It's time to stop going through motions and to start choosing each other's with intention, right? We got to choose with intention. We can't rekindle the flame without stepping fully into it. All right. So the last card before we tie everything together is going to be the Nine of Swords. Okay. So the Nine of Swords is all about the truth. There's been stress, fear, anxiety, sleepless nights, and there's been a lot of unspoken worries, right? Worries, WOR. We may be imagining worst case scenarios in our mind, or maybe even carrying emotional weight alone, right? We might be isolating. The Nine of Swords also tells us this, right? That the story we fear the most might be fake. It might not even be real. The story that we fear the most might not even be real. It's time to stop suffering silently and start facing what's true together, right? So if you got a love interest or if you got somebody you committed to, what we get from the card so far is saying that we gotta release pain and definitely try to tap into the reason why we here in the first place. What's the reason why this person caught your eye or made you feel butterflies? Or what's the reason why this person made you feel comfortable and security, right? What was it about the future? What was it about this person made you feel healed, made you feel safe, made you feel prosperous, right? We got to really take a look. And what I like to tell couples is that we gotta weigh the good and the bad always. Like a Venn diagram or what is it called, a Libra scale or something like that, where we weigh the good and the bad, and then we make decisions, and we turn the bad into to-do lists. Like we it should it's only effort, it's only hard work when you either don't really know what you're doing, don't believe in what you're doing, or don't know. Well, if you don't believe or if you don't know, really, right? So back to the cards, right? So this week, right? Um we're not losing love, not at all. We're being asked to grow with it, right? The love oracle gives us the process. We release old versions of this connection, right? We seek truth, not comfort. We return to each other, but better this time, right? Um, the tarot shows us what's at stake, right? We have a foundation worth keeping with the Ten of Pentacles. We have the power to reignite the connection with the Queen of Wands. And then in the Nine of Swords, we must stop letting fear be louder than love. Okay, we can't let fear be louder than love. So this week, Spirit says that you are not breaking apart, right? You're breaking through, but only if you, right? Not the other person in the relationship, right? You got to go look at yourself in the mirror, right? Only if you are brave enough to stop avoiding what hurts, right? And 9 times out of 10, when you stop letting fear get in the way, it's going to open up the connection or reestablish the connection, strengthen the connection wherever you lack in your individual relationship, right? But before it's a we, there got to be a I, right? Your I can't be contingent on the we, right? The we only works when there's two strong eyes, always, right? So once you tap into being brave, right? And stop avoiding what hurts, then it's going to create the space for you and your partner to be able to explore, to be able to grow, to be able to take things to the next level. Whatever, you know what I'm saying, is going on with you. So before I open the floor back up to anybody who want to get a reading, um I just want to say one thing, right? And actually, let me go ahead and copy this and put this in the chat. So we honor the truth between us, and we choose to grow in love. Okay. So I want to say that um, acceptance isn't what the H is wrong with my screen. Acceptance isn't an excuse. Acceptance isn't an easy pass. Acceptance is a booster pack for you to continue on the path of healing or the path of self development or the path of whatever said that you must be on, right? Um, it's very, 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 very important again for the I to be strong, right? Very important for that eye to be strong. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and shut this one down, and then I'm gonna zero back around on the main joint. Wait, did somebody just come in? I'm gonna give it a minute and see if somebody just came in, or is it the same person? I don't know. You know what? Let's see if we can get some hearts in the chat real fast. Let's get this algorithm boosted. I don't even know why I didn't do it. I just went straight into the reading, which is fine though. But I forgot that first couple minutes of the live is the most important to get them hearts popping. Because if we can get that chat rate up to like 20, 30 in the first like 2, 3 minutes, then they gonna be like, "Oh, I'm gonna go viral again." My last channel went viral. They shut me down. Like I didn't have one piece of I didn't necessarily have one piece of content that went viral, but in a short amount of time, my lives was jumping. I'm talking about I was getting like 1,000 views alive. My one time I got 3,000. It was man, it was crazy. It was 3,000 on the dot when I ended the live. Man, it was crazy, man. It was crazy. Man, I wonder how many people lost their phone, all types of stuff. I had to change the name of the channel, everything. All right, let's see what the chat rate about to hit now. Is it per minute? No, it's how many chats going on at one time. Yeah, I keep forgetting about the algorithm, man. I gotta feed the algorithm. I gotta do a YouTube short on this channel today. Uh, Sizzle, you gotta help me pick one question, a collective. You know what? Hey, you know what? I'm about to go ahead and shut down. Peace, love, health, and wealth. Anything else, put it back on the shelf. Why? Because I ain't buying it. Peace.